Hi guys, today on my bench I have a really big problem. So I have this amplifier McCormack deluxe edition power drive DNA-1, which so huge that I cannot get a shot on it. Has a really nice front plate and then also huge heat sinks on the sides. And why I'm saying that is a very big problem? Because Vishal, my friend, he contacted the manufacturer and asked for repair, and the manufacturer asked over $2,000. So what do you think? Is the right price to ask for repairing this guy, or the manufacturer asking that price just to force you to buy a new one? Let me know in the comment down below. Also, I was told that I will not be able to fix this one, but I will try my best to see if we can actually bring it back to life. So without further ado, let's see if we can fix it. So let's start take the top lid off. I already undo the screws. And let's reveal what's inside. And I'm gonna tell you also what I know so far about this amplifier. Vishal told me that who owned it before. The amplifier was set to 120 volts AC for the US main wall sockets, and he plugged it to 240 volts how is in the UK, and he said that he heard the pop and that's it. But I doubt, because while he has a normal transformer, the 50 Hz transformer, I'm pretty sure it was enough time to burn out the primary, to get a lot of smoke out from it, and I'm pretty sure those details was not told to him. Okay, so let's start with the visual inspection. I'm putting my hands over here to have a look on these transformers, because there is lots of power supplies over here. So I can see there is a center tap dual 30, dual 45, center tap dual 18 and dual 60 volts. And then we have lots of capacitors in this side, capacitor in this side, power transistors on the heat sinks, that board on the bottom over there. And definitely I will not plug it, because if it was set in 120 volts and plug it to 240, the transformer is compromised definitely. I'm pretty sure at this one it's burnt. And then we can also have a look a bit on inspection on the board. I already noticed few dials there that are burnt. I'm gonna try to zoom in, or maybe I'm gonna take a picture and I'm gonna show the picture. And yeah, this it's really bad, because imagine if we get 240 on the primary, for the time that the primary get burned, all the outputs here, they were double at the voltage, so can be a really big damage inside of this one. I don't have any spare parts, and at least I can do this first part of repairing this one, assessment, and see whatever is damaged in. So let me know in the comments down below, guys, if you ever fix it one amplifier like that, or if you think that I will gonna be able to fix it, or it will gonna be a failure. Yeah, I want to know your thoughts down below. So from where shall I start? I'm gonna say let's start measuring the primary of the transformer. And I'm expecting for a transformer of this size the primary to be around 4 to 5 ohms. So I'm trying to get the things over there and have a look. Is it that short? Even 1 ohm we don't have there. Definitely is a dead short on this. So yeah, the primary definitely is gone. Let's have a look the secondaries. So I'm expecting this one to be the dual 60 according with the... So look, the dual 60 has 3 ohms, so I can say that is okay. Dual 18 should be very low, so around 1 ohm. Then we have the dual 30, if I can measure over here. This one and this one should be very low resistance also, this one. So yeah, low resistance over there, and dual 45 also. This one should be quite low resistance, yeah, around 40. The same also here. So if I go to measure the dual 30, that's good, and the dual 45, which is okay. So yeah, the primary of this transformer is gone. I have few diodes over there, gone, and I can also have a look for the transistors. All of them are in parallel, so I can check the collector and emitter. Collector and emitter. There's no short. There's no short over there. Yeah, so I'm expecting, because if it is any of those shorts, all of them they should measure shorts. So yeah, I cannot see any short on them. I can put on diode mode and I'm gonna understand better. Okay, so we can see the diode junction on this transistor, so let's have a look. So for me that looks a good transistor. This one is because there is the resistor between the, but they are not shorted, definitely. I can see the other side of the transistors. It's really hard to get my probes down there to get to the points, because I have the resistor on the way, the big one over there. Let's have a look if I can manage. So I think on that one, from this position, so I can measure from there to the base. There's no any short, and from there to the collector, yeah, I don't find any shorts over there. Let's have a quick look also on these ones over here. So that looks okay, that looks okay. And if I go, that's a good junction, that's a good junction. In opposite way, yeah, that's a good junction transistor. And yeah, so I don't find any shorts down there. Let me see if I can measure also the other sides of the transistor. So according to measurements, looking good. Let's see the other, in the other direction. It's really hard to get my probes down there, but I can have a look, a quick. Yeah, it is a good transistor also down there. Yeah. Now I say that I saw diodes there that are gone, so you can see this one is not a diode junction, definitely. We have a problem down there. If I measure in opposite, have a look, that is not a good diode. This one is shorted totally, you can see 0, yeah. Then we have another diode over there, which is this one, also gone. All the bridge rectifier over there is gone. This diode also is gone. Let's see the other diodes, because we have two bridge rectifiers over here. So I can see here we have a good diode, definitely. Yeah, this is a good diode. Let's see the other one between here and here. And if I swap over, yeah, that's a diode, good diode. Let's see the other one. Here is quite low. Yeah, this diode also is not a good one. And let's have a look also the last diode over there. Maybe the capacitor are charging also, so that's why it's measuring like that. But also this one, they don't look too much healthy, that diodes. Alright, so far I can see only there a blown and those bridge rectifier over there. I can also quick have a look on the bridge rectifier from the power amp, because everything is powering. So that's the driver stage and input stage, which has a separate power supply, which are these two. Then you have another separate power supply for the output stage over here. And then there is another power supply of dual 18, I think dual 15, which powering these op amps and comparators over there. But I can quick have a look on this bridge rectifier over there. Definitely we are measuring also through the capacitors and through all of them. Like show a dead short, because we are measuring also the transformers. So anyway, so far I know that I cannot power it on because the transformer is completely burnt out on the primary. So definitely I'm gonna have a word with the visual that I can carry on with this repair only once we understand what we're gonna do. It's worth to find another transformer, it's worth to send this transformer to someone that they can rewind the primary. I can do it as well, I know how to do it, but I don't have a space, I don't have the tools, I don't have the place where to do these jobs. So yeah, I can arrange here to do some repair on electronics, but to do these big jobs with hardware I don't have the equipment and the space how to do it. Anyway, I'm gonna tell him that we need straight away to change few bridge rectifiers, diodes, and to change the transformer, because without the transformer we cannot power this amplifier, and if we don't power this amplifier we cannot be able to measure voltages around and to understand what they are doing. I can see like that this one is a power supply, and I think is the negative side because it showed me negative there. This one is the same replica only for the positive side, because I saw there a positive sign. Then I can see here two voltage regulators, the 317 and 337, which they are doing 15 volts. I can see is marked on the board. But how we can measure these voltages if the main transformer is gone? So I think I'm gonna leave this video like that for now and have a word with Visual what we're gonna do with the transformer, and definitely I'm gonna come with the next parts when I'm gonna try doing actually the repair on this one. So this one was an assessment to see what's going on with this amplifier, which type of the amplifier, and why the manufacturer asked for over $2,000 to repair it. Yeah, please let me know in the comments down below what your thoughts. Are we gonna fix it or not fix it? What shall I do? And if you are interested in all the tools which I'm using daily on my working bench, check the links on the description down below, and maybe you find something useful also for you. And don't forget to give me a like if you really enjoyed this video, and please subscribe, activate the notification bell to don't miss the next parts when I'm gonna try my best to fix it. Until the next one guys, have a good day and bye bye.